Welcome to the Medical Device Made Easy podcast. Here is Munir Al-Azouzi from easymedicaldevice.com. And today I want to make a tour to the Middle East. So for that, I invited a guest to explain to us how to register your medical devices to Pakistan. So this time we have Muhammad Sohail, who is here as Manager Quality and Regulatory Affairs and Management System. And it will help us to define for first the market in Pakistan for medical devices, then also the journey for companies to register products to Pakistan. So welcome, Mohammed. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for your welcome. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very well. So, so you are located in Pakistan, is it correct?
Yes, I'm located in Pakistan.
Great. So can you just introduce yourself in few words for people that don't know you, and then we can go through the questions that we define.
Yeah, sure. My name is Muhammad Sohail. I hold the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, and I have more than 8 years of experience of managing the regulatory affairs of drugs, medical devices, and biologicals as well. And currently, I am associated with a multinational company and looking after the regulatory affairs matters of the company.
Good. So we discussed together last week, I think, about the registration of products in Pakistan, and I think there was some good information there. So it's why I invited you, and that we can really discuss that and share that also with the audience. So there was good information related first for the market. What is exactly the needs in the country, and then the also differences that I think happen in terms of regulation. So I think worldwide we have a lot of regulation changes. We have that in Europe and now also in other countries. So I think it's really an interesting time. So I hope that you can really help us to understand better this country, this market, and also for companies that want to register the products in Pakistan, how they should do that, what they should take care of. What are some tips or tricks or things that they have to really understand? And I think, it will be really a great episode just because, you have really experience on that, so you can really help us. So first, maybe, as we discussed about the market, so can you give us more information about the medical device market in Pakistan? So maybe some numbers and also some products that are really interesting there.
Yeah, sure. As far as the market dynamics of Pakistan is concerned, the market is divided into domestic production and the other segment is related to the imported market, that the products that are coming out from outside of the Pakistan. Domestic production is based are covered mainly on the steel surgical instruments, and it has grown by 3.8% between 2007 to 2012. And as far as the import market is concerned, in Pakistan, over 90% of the market is covered by imported medical devices. And it has shown a growth of 4.5% between 2007 to 2012. If we talk about the overall market of the Pakistan, it is currently 457.1 million US dollar and is expected to grow till 537.5 million US dollar by 2020.
Okay, so what was interesting also during our discussion is about the historical information about Pakistan regarding medical devices. You just talked about the domestic market, about surgical products. So can you tell us more about that? What kind of products, which region, what was the history of this market there?
Yeah, in Pakistan, the major chunk of medical devices that is being produced here is related to the surgical instruments that cover the forceps and other surgical equipment that are being manufactured in the Sialkot area of the Pakistan. That most related to the surgical equipment, that forceps and other equipment that belongs to the steel surgical equipment.
So mainly, it's a steel manufacturing, like forging or like, I don't know if CNC, so milling, turning, etc. So this is mainly the kind of industry that is in Pakistan and working on this kind of product.
Yes, exactly. You are right.
Good. Also, so as you said, so there is the domestic part, there is the import part of the market. So what are some products in Pakistan that are actually really needed and where we are really looking for having some manufacturers to come and to market their products in Pakistan?
Yes, in Pakistan, the medical devices related to the dialysis segments are being imported, and cardiac related medical devices are also being imported in the Pakistan. Similarly, the other medical devices that related to the cardiac pacemakers and other equipments that related to the cardiac segments are being imported in the Pakistan.
Okay, so cardiology is really big market. Is there some products that you need to get in Pakistan, but you don't have for now, or some products that are really important for the patients there in Pakistan?
Yes, there are many segments of the medical category that currently needs to be imported in Pakistan, other than the cardiacs and dialysis segment. There are other segments that need to be worked on it.
Okay, but you have some names, or what kind of material?
Yes, orthopedic devices that they should be imported into the Pakistan, and they have a larger scope here in Pakistan.
Okay, so it's mainly surgical products, if I can say that, are really important, implantables, or products that are really needed for surgery.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so now that we have those information, so let's go through a bit about the regulation in Pakistan. So can you tell us more about the history of the regulation? So what is there a regulation, since when, and maybe what are some changes that are happening now?
Yes, sure. Before the implementation or the notification of the medical devices rules, only few products that are related to cannula, catheters, stents, syringes, IV sets, and sutures were being regulated through the Drug Act 1976. And then after in 2015, new medical devices rules that are known as the medical device rules 2015 were notified, but unluckily due to the non-availability of the conformity assessment body having scope of the medical devices, that medical devices rules were not got implemented. Then in January 2018, medical devices rules 2017 were notified, and currently they are implemented and are in force.
Okay, so 2017 is the new rule, the new regulation. So how is it? What are the differences now? What people should do, or what people should prepare for the registration of your medical devices with this new regulation?
Yes, as compared to medical devices rules 2015, medical device rules 2017 are easier because in medical device rules 2017, the role of the conformity assessment body has been given to the medical devices board. And if anyone who is interested in getting the registration of their medical devices in Pakistan, they should follow the medical device rules 2017. And in medical device rules 2017, the medical devices have been categorized into the four categories. They are named as Class A medical devices, that are the low risk medical devices, and Class D medical devices are the higher risk medical devices. Similarly, the risk of the medical devices of Class B is lesser, and then it comes to the Class C medical devices.
So it's the same as Europe. So we have class 1, 2A, 2B, and 3. And in Pakistan, it's class A, B, C, and D. Is it correct?
Yes, exactly. The classification of medical device rules in Pakistan is in line with the international regulations of medical devices.
Okay. So what is, for example, let's say I am a manufacturer, I don't know Pakistan at all, and I want to import my products to Pakistan. So what should I do first?
Yeah, at the initial step, you have to get the license to import medical devices. And for the company's registration, you have to first get the drug sale license that is issued by the provincial government. And it's a preliminary requirement that you should have the drug sale license of the premises where your products will be stored after getting it imported into the Pakistan. After obtaining the drug sale license, now you are eligible to apply for license to import medical devices to one of the division of the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan, that is known as Medical Device and Medicated Cosmetics Division, who is responsible for the issuance of establishment licenses.
Okay, so do you first need to have already a company in Pakistan to do that, or you can do that without a company in Pakistan?
If you want to start your business here in as a private limited or public limited company, then you should get your registration from the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, who is responsible for the company's registration. And then after getting yourself registered with the SCCP, you can proceed for registration with the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan.
Okay, so then you can register. So you register first your company, and then you can start to register your products.
Yes. In the initial step, you have to get the establishment license from the authority.
Okay, so the establishment license is a kind of an audit, or is just documents to fill, or how they should do that?
Yeah, for establishment license, you have to apply on the country-specific application form, and that contains the necessary information regarding your premises, and it also contains the information regarding the technical persons who will be responsible for the implementation of GDP-MD.
Okay.
That is known as the good distribution practices for medical devices.
Okay, great. So what is the next step then?
Yeah, after submitting your application to the authority, there would be an inspection by the auditors or inspectors of the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan. They will verify your provided information, and they will inspect your premises as per GDP-MD guidelines. After successful inspection, and license to import or license to manufacture medical devices will be issued to the applicant.
So when we are talking about the regulation that they have, people have to, or companies have to comply to. So this is a specific Pakistan regulation. So there is a specific Pakistan regulation document that companies have to follow, and the audit will be against this regulation.
Yes, exactly. The audit will be against the GDP-MD, that stands for Good Distribution Practices for Medical Devices. If you have applied to the authority for getting license of import, but if you want to get your company registered under the scope of manufacturer, then its requirements will be different.
Okay, so now I have my license. Okay, I got the document. What should I do then?
Yes, after obtaining the establishment license, now you are eligible to apply for product registration. And for product registration, there is also a country-specific form, and you have to provide the application as per the country-specific template.
Okay, so can you tell us more about this form? What is exactly inside? Which information you have to provide?
Yes, currently in Pakistan, the registration is being granted only for Class B, C, and D medical devices, and Class A medical devices are only being enlisted here in Pakistan. So let's first talk about the Class B, C, and D medical devices. For these medical devices, you have to provide information on the country-specific form along with the prescribed fee. And the most of the technical documents that you will be required are of free sale certificate and ISO certificate of the manufacturing side. And you have to provide the declaration of conformity. And you have to provide the information regarding the manufacturing side on the country-specific template of credentials of manufacturer abroad.
Okay, so this is for new products that have to enter Pakistan. When you have, for how long is this license? Do you know that when should you renew this license? Is there something that companies have to take care of, saying that, for example, after 2 years they have to start again, or this kind of information?
Yes, after initial issuance of license, the validity of license is for 5 years, and before 60 days expiry of 5 years, you have to apply for renewal of the license.
Okay, so just 2 months before you can apply, so it's not like a 1-year process to re-register the product. So it's great. I think it's a really good information.
Yes.
Is there some difficulty in terms of some products to be registered. So for example, so let's say that my products are already CE marked. So is it easier to register to Pakistan, or it's the same as any other product?
Yes, if you are interested in importing your products in Pakistan from stringent regulatory authorities that comprises of the regulatory authorities of Canada, Japan, US FDA, Switzerland, Netherlands, Australia, Austria, or if your product is pre-qualified by WHO, or if your product carries CE mark, then then the inspection of manufacturer abroad will be waived off.
Okay.
But in case if you are importing from the non-stringent regulatory authority, then manufacturing side inspection will be carried out by the auditors and inspector of the medical devices board.
So then it's easier for those for the products that are registered in the country you listed here to get to Pakistan, because there is less administrative work for those companies. So yeah, so it means that if companies are already manufacturing products and they just want to enter the Pakistan market, so then it's easier if they are CE marked or if they are already registered in FDA, Australia, Austria, etc., etc. Is it correct?
Yes, you are right.
Good. Is there so regarding the Pakistan country itself? So there is now this market. It's growing. There is now this new regulation. Wanted to ask you: is there some other events that happens in Pakistan related to medical devices? Some kind of conferences, some kind of companies or associations that are created and that are helping also medical devices company to enter Pakistan?
Yes, in recent and in the future, there is an association who is working to support the industry, and the association is named as the AHWP, that stands for Healthcare Diagnostics Association of Pakistan, that in association with the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan is conducting seminar on medical devices rules to create awareness among the people and among the industries who are interested in doing business of medical devices in Pakistan.
Oh, good. So it means that the kind of network starts to be created for medical devices companies. So is there kind of an encouragement from the Pakistan government to reach out to more companies to register their products in Pakistan? Is there something happening now?
Yes, medical devices and medicated cosmetics division of DRAP is more helpful, and they are very much interested in providing information and in supporting the company.
Good. So yeah, this means that as soon as you want to register your product in Pakistan, you can maybe reach out to the governments, and they will be really helping you to understand which path to follow. But in that case, so so Muhammad, what can you do to help the companies that are now trying to register or to get more information about Pakistan? Can you help them?
Yeah, sure. I can help them all from in the entire process that starts from their idea generation till the product registration, and I can also provide my support in the post-market surveillance activities and in product registration and in obtaining the drug license from the provincial government and in obtaining registration from the federal government as well.
Okay, so as we talked about those regulations that we have, so is there a possibility that you maybe send me some links or some documents that I can maybe put on the show notes so that can people to read them, like the regulation or the documents that are helpful maybe for some companies to really understand what they should do to register a medical device?
Sure, I will provide all the country-specific documents as well as the checklist that is required to comply with the medical device rules.
Good. Okay, Mohammed, so where people can follow you, where people can contact you?
Yes, people can contact you at my email and through my LinkedIn page. I'm always available to help them out.
So I will put everything on the show notes. So yeah, all my guests are always talking about LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is really the place where we can meet each other and we can really contact the people. So I will put your LinkedIn details and your also your information so that people can reach out to you. And yeah, can say hello or can just ask maybe for your support for the registration of a medical device. So Mohammed, is there something else you want to reach with want to share with the audience?
Yes, I just want to share that in current circumstances, the medical devices rules are easier as compared to medical device rules 2015 rules, and the environment of Pakistan is very supportive and very favorable for the countries who are coming from the stringent regulatory authorities.
So good. So yeah, as you heard it, so mainly this is a market. If you are not already on this market, this is a market that is welcoming you. So don't hesitate to go there and also to contact Muhammad Sohail for maybe if you have some questions just, or if you need his support to help you to enter this market. Okay. So, just one thing also. So if you are following me on this podcast, so please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and also to provide me a review on the different channels, so iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, etc. And also, if you are not following the YouTube channel, because if you are just listening to the audio, this is also available on YouTube as a video, so you can see us, so see myself and Muhammad Sohail speaking together. And also, if you are interested to learn more about medical devices through some webinars or some courses, I also created now a school.easymedicaldevice.com, which is a website where I'm trying to gather some information about medical devices through webinars. So I'm trying to connect with some organizations that are creating webinars and to then publish them on this page, or some courses. Like always, the mini course, MDR 2017-745 is still available if you want to get your certificate and share that on LinkedIn. So don't hesitate to go to those pages. I will also put that on the show notes so that you can reach out to them. Okay, so Muhammad Sohail, thank you for your time. Thank you for all the information that you provided. And I say goodbye to you.
Thank you. Goodbye.